Dynamic. Hello, good morning, Dr. Courtney.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Thanks so
I'm
much
wake
for joining me.
Absolutely. I'm waking up still. So
You are,
having some coffee.
yeah, what time is it there?
9 a.m.
Okay, not too much
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yes, so I was just about to introduce our topic today of the gut, which is so dynamic and truly affects every different organ system of the body. You are a gut specialist. You have a doctorate in chiropractic medicine. You're a functional coach like me. Um, what would you like to share with women? Because I see so many women who come in with gut issues, and I always talk about how, we need a full system approach, how the gut is really impacted by our nervous system health, by our brain, and by the patterns that we've built them in for our own survival. And so I don't know, people are not always expecting that when I come in talking about all these other organ systems, and really they just want to stop the patterns that they've developed with their gut. So um, we would love to hear about you and your work. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah. So I got into gut health because as a chiropractor, I was struggling for my own digestive issues
Mm-hmm.
and with no true guidance from anybody. So I wanted to provide that guidance. But being a chiropractor too, I was seeing a lot of patients coming in with just recurring back pain, recurring achy joints, waking up in the morning being so stiff, so achy. And
Mm-hmm.
to the point where I'm like, there's definitely more going on here than just achy joints. Like this is not just you're out of whack. And a lot of them, when you started probing and I started probing and diving deeper, was they were also having all these gut issues.
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of them don't realize is like how entwined our nervous system is with our gut, the state of our joints, because when our gut's inflamed, it goes to our joints. So once I started implementing gut health, that's when they
Mm-hmm.
started seeing improvement and were waking up and their feet were hitting the ground without pain. They were having more energy. They realized the depression, the anxiety, all of that was improving that they were also experiencing as well, which made me
Amazing.
start diving more into gut health.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's so amazing. So, um, yeah, sorry, that just made me think of so many things because I wasn't even thinking about the joints too. It's so true with all the inflammation in the body, and then we wake up and we feel like we're getting old and we're like getting out of bed and we can barely move around. Okay, so can you speak to a little bit on the nervous system and how that can really drive chronic patterns in the gut? I have a lot of patients who I speak to, and I know that they feel like they can't do their regular things that they love, or they'll skip out on social events just because they're concerned about what might happen. Are they going to need to be close proximity to a bathroom? Can you speak about how the nervous system ties into all of that?
Oh, absolutely. Because what a
Mhm.
lot of women do not realize is just how entwined our nervous system and our gut is,
Mhm.
to the point that it's called the second brain of your body. And it's all by basically one big nerve called your vagus nerve, which is why, like, when you're super nervous, you get your butterflies in the stomach, or when you are in physical pain or heartbreak, you feel like you're going to throw up.
Mhm.
When we're stressed out and in fight or flight mode, the first thing to typically stop is digestion so your body can shunt blood to other places. So it is so entwined up to the point to where when your gut health has been inflamed for so long, it starts affecting anxiety,
Mhm.
depression, brain fog, mental clarity. Even now, they're even tying it to other countries to Alzheimer's and calling Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes. That's just
Mhm.
how entwined our nervous system is with our gut. And it
Mhm.
can turn into such a vicious cycle as well, too, because
Mhm.
you may be stressed. We're in a very stressful society today. So that
Mhm.
is
Oh, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I don't know what just happened. Oh, now I hear you.
okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I had a call coming in. Um,
Oh no, that's okay. You were talking about just, I mean, society in general, and I hear you with like, there's just so much stress and
yep.
social media. It's like chaotic, all of the news that's popping up and influencing us in so many different ways. But yes, and I think post COVID for sure, this is what
Hmm.
I'm seeing. In it, it's so much bigger than we think at this point, how much stress everybody's carrying and the way that everyone's nervous system is completely on fire.
Yep.
That actually leads me to the next question that I wanted to ask you because when I had finished graduate school, I ended up working and studying at integrative manual therapy in Connecticut. And there I got to do a lot of hands-on work with patients. I have so much appreciation for this. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you in to talk to everyone, because the way that the body holds on to emotions and or trauma, anything like that, it it makes it that much more complex in order for people to have sustainable healing and that long-term success that they're looking for. It's like we can heal the walls of the gut and the mucosa lining, but when we have stress driving those impulses, it hits the body in such a hard way. Um, I think that's when your phone call came in when you were saying how much stress there is just from the daily life right now of everyone. Can you talk a little bit about how the body holds these things and even like how releasing some of that emotion can impact success?
Absolutely. And that's because the best way I can explain it is our body, it doesn't know the difference between a negative thought and
Hmm.
fighting off a bear. Like all it
Yes.
sees is danger, fight or flight. I need to protect myself. What am I doing? And then when we just get in a chronic stage of fight or flight, it starts taking it out on other parts of your body because your body is just trying to survive. It thinks it's a life or death situation. So that's when you start seeing it in other parts of your body as well, too.
Yes, that's exactly it. And I say that to patients. I'm like, how are you going to stop and go to the bathroom in like a healthy, regular way if you have this like wild beast chasing you? Like nobody's going to stop and be like, okay, it's time. I mean, I don't know. I see that a lot, even for patients who say they suffer from constipation, especially in older populations of patients that I see. This is regularity is a big thing. So yeah, I appreciate that so much. Just bringing in daily habits to calm it all down. So a lot of the women that I see, they also feel like their body is essentially working against them, especially in terms of stubborn weight loss. Can you speak on that a little bit and how that's connected with the gut?
Yeah, and that's just your body's holding on to everything because either one or two things happen when you're in a stressful situation and it's impacting your gut. You're either going to
Mhm.
hold on to absolutely everything because we're no longer detoxing anything either. So
Mhm.
we're holding on to absolutely everything, especially if we're already dealing with constipation. It's just recirculating right back through your body. Your body doesn't know what to do with it. Or your body's going to evacuate everything, right? I just did a video on this. Like, this is why runners who start running out of nowhere have like the instant poops, is because your body is like, okay, we have this, let's get rid of it. So it's an extreme of either or. And I see the weight gain a lot of the time, same with women that are suffering with constipation. And that's
Mhm.
just because you're not getting rid of anything. That inflammation, those toxins, everything, they're just recirculating the body. Now your liver
Mhm.
is being overwhelmed. So your liver is now just repassing estrogen back through the body. It's not getting pushed out. So that's when you also see women too who have weight gain, gut issues. They also start having hormone issues because now their estrogen's through the roof.
Right, right. Yeah, you just brought up such a good point. And it's something that I talk about a lot, especially with, well, I work with a handful of pro athletes, and then a lot of high achieving women when they come in. I mean, and these are the people who they are working 3 different jobs, and then they have their families, their kids, I mean, they're just in the go, 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 go mode. It's so difficult to slow down. And then also it's almost scary to even suggest that. Or for an athlete, it can feel like they're done for. Like if I say, if I even suggest slowing down. But one of the things that I loved as I was looking at the information you were sharing in social media is talking about being able to dial things back, but for success. And you just said another thing about how these toxins, they are circulating into the bloodstream. And yeah, I love that you shared that with patients. Can you talk about that for people to have a good understanding?
Yeah, so I don't go so much as we need to slow down, because that's not how society lets us live anymore, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
especially
Right.
women, like you have to be everything. You have to be a full-time housewife. You have to be a
Mm-hmm.
full-time mom. You got to have a full-time career.
Yep.
You're working 3 full-time jobs and then
Mm-hmm.
expected to slow down and take care of yourself too when there's only so many hours in a day. So when I work with my clients, a lot of the time what I focus on is you need to find your outlet.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pour from an empty cup. Is it journaling? Is it going for a walk? Is it working out? Is
Mm-hmm.
it stopping and reading now at night? Because what are you doing?
Right.
Sorry. Uh,
Yeah.
it's finding that outlet to find you time to allow your body to de-stress, something that's going to de-stress you. Is it sitting and reading a physical book, not reading on your phone, because that stresses your nervous system out staring at a screen for a long period of time? So it's finding that outlet where you can still take care of you, even if it's only for a moment of the day, but it still allows your nervous system to regulate.
Right. Right. Yeah, this is something that I really want people to understand and have it sink in. Um, yeah, I think that it's probably my most challenging thing for patients because it's like they're seeing it as more of slowing down is a luxury, doing something wonderful for themselves. This is not like a mandatory thing in their minds, but it actually is for their long-term health, and it makes us so much more successful. So yes, I love that you point that out for people. Um, do you do you find that when patients come in and they've been dealing with this chronically, do you find that it's impacting? It must be impacting their self-confidence and even their self-worth if the struggle is really intense.
Well, yeah, because they're not doing anything for themselves. They're taking care of everything else and everyone else around them. And that's just a natural high achieving woman. We put ourselves on the back burner. We'll be fine, right? Like we're
Mhm.
strong.
That's right.
Yep. So I try not to overhaul it. And I found that sticks better when I tell them, hey, like, why don't we just try this 2 days a week, an hour, 2 days a week,
Hmm.
and
Yes. Yep.
do it that way, because I think a lot of times with women overachievers who are already so busy and already doing so much, they're like, great, it's another added thing, and think it's a lifestyle overhaul when it doesn't have to be. It has to be implemented in small and
In
slowly.
baby
Otherwise,
steps. Hmm.
we're women, we get overstimulated easily, so we just hear that and go, nope, because one, I'm a creature of habit. This is what I've been doing for 5, 10, 20 years.
Right. Right.
Um, so our brain automatically already gets overstimulated because our nervous system's already overstimulated.
Yeah, I remember even when I had to go through my own eradication, and it was a really long gut protocol, and I was exhausted, and I couldn't do all of the things that I wanted to be doing like I normally would. And I remember even thinking about like, how am I even going to get back to the exercise that I was once at because I was feeling so sick. But even then, I started out with some very small, like I'm in New Hampshire, we have a hot work studio here, and the exercise, the classes, they'll be like 15-minute hit sessions. So I remember telling myself like, Ileana, you could do this. It is only 15 minutes out of your day. Like, you haven't been feeling great. You're running a business. You have your patients, you have your kids. And I see this in so many other people. But I was like, if I cannot give myself that 15 minutes, like that's a really big problem. Like, anyway, but,
Yeah, well, you can't pour from
mhm.
an empty cup either. So
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
was that gym goer. I was an athlete. I'm an overachiever on things. So I thought like working out had to be the perfect workout outfit. I needed to go to the gym. I
Yeah.
needed to live extremely heavy for 45 minutes straight at least.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
after becoming a business owner, a mom, and a
Mhm.
wife where I don't have that luxury anymore. Like I can't just disappear for 2-3 hours to go
Right.
work out. Like I'm like, okay, my goal now is I'm gonna lift 2-3 days out of the week, but they're 20-minute workouts with
That's
that
right.
are in my
Mhm.
basement. I have minimal gym equipment. Like I don't got a full gym down there and it's all
Mhm.
compound movement. So I'm getting a full body workout. I'm still breaking a sweat in that 20-30 minutes. And it's while
Mhm.
my daughter's taking a nap. It's while my husband's cooking dinner. It's after we put our daughter to bed and it's 11 o'clock at night. I just try to find that moment or time. Or
Yeah.
even on nice, beautiful days or on a treadmill, just hop and on it and or go outside and walk for 20-30 minutes because now you're
Mhm.
also regulating your nervous system with nature. You're
Mhm.
walking, which is helping your digestion as well too. So it's just
I love
finding
them. Mhm.
those little itty bitty moments.
Yes. Yes, they are everything. I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and for me, and I used to never be a morning person until I had kids, and then I realized that like my one time of peace in the day is very early in the
Yeah.
morning. And that's when I would get my journal out and I would just let my brain dump and like throw up any thoughts possible so that I could have like my clear thinking for the rest of the day. But as moms and entrepreneurs and, living in this crazy, chaotic society where there's constant noise and news, all of these things are so important and they really do impact gut health so much. I love that you're able to work on this and have this as a focus with patients and that you're able to come and speak with us. If there is someone watching today, which I'm sure there is, who has been going through this chronically for a long time and is really just not feeling hopeful or feeling like there's any end in sight, what is the message that you would like to deliver for them?
Just one small daily habit at a time. Find one thing. Don't try to lifestyle overhaul because you think that's the only way to get healthy. It's finding that one small habit that you can start incorporating into your schedule, into your life, and work on it until you master it. And then the next month or 2 months later, start a new one.
Yeah, that's right. Because they're worth it. So whoever is
Mhm.
listening to this, yes, and it's so doable. That one thing is so doable, and it makes such a huge difference. Courtney,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I really appreciate it and all that you do. And the body is, I mean, gosh, it's such an integrative, brilliant, beautiful, dynamic system, having all of the organs working together.
Well, and the
Um,
best like analogy I've ever heard is think of a watch. Like your body is the watch, but like every system of your body is an individual gear. And if one gear is not working right, the watch doesn't work.
right. That's right. That is
And then
absolute. That's right.
yep, and they all
Mhm.
then all the rest of the gears start playing off of each other because that one's not moving right.
Yes. Very wise words. I hope everybody is getting that. At least that's what they're taking away from this because we can impact and influence the health of our gut by focusing on these other things and bringing down stress. Our environment is so key. So, Dr. Courtney, thank you. I'm going to run for my appointments, but it was good to see you, and maybe I will see you again here. Have a great
Absolutely.
day. Have a
Thank
great day.
you.
Thank
You
you
too.
too. Bye. Bye.
Bye.